Bandai announced a new Naruto TCG and people are comparing it to One Piece. I don't think Naruto will beat One Piece, but I do think people are underestimating how big this game could get. I expect Naruto to be Bandai's second largest game, and here are 3 reasons why. Bandai and Kishimoto are invested. Jeff Jones is a game designer and also a top Yu-Gi-Oh! And Riftbound player. He tweeted that Naruto has been in development for a long time. He says, "A common question flowing around has been, why hasn't there been a new Naruto TCG yet? From what I've heard, the answer is that this game has actually had a longer R&D period than people might expect. We've also seen that Kishimoto's created the custom art for the website. Kishimoto and Oda, the creator of One Piece, were rivals during the Weekly Shonen Jump era. When Naruto ended, Oda publicly acknowledged Kishimoto as his rival. Kishimoto later said that meant a great deal to him. This is pure speculation, but Kishimoto might put in more care into his card game to be his rival Oda. There is an existing collector base. So the Naruto TCG isn't starting from zero. There's actually a Chinese card company, Kaiyo, that's been making collector cards for Naruto. Our Kaiyo Naruto has around 16,000 weekly active members. You can compare this to Flesh and Blood, which has 18,000 weekly active members. The TCG market is also in a speculator-heavy phase. Graded Kaiyo Naruto cards are going for thousands of dollars. Also, if you look at manga rares in One Piece, the red manga Luffy is going for $30,000. Also, Logan Paul is buying OP13 boxes. I think it's very likely that he'll try to get as much base set of Naruto as he can. Naruto fanbase is still strong. Despite the original Naruto ending in 2014, the Naruto fanbase is still going strong. First, from a nostalgic perspective, Naruto peaked higher than One Piece has ever done. So if we look at Google Trends, you'll see that Naruto peaked in July of 2010, and this was when the Pain arc ended, as well as when it was revealed that Minato was Naruto's father. Naruto is still one of the biggest entertainment franchises in the world. As of 2025, it's the 22nd highest grossing media franchise of all time, sitting close behind One Piece. But you might say all of that's in the past and it's just nostalgia. Let's take a look at the active members on Reddit. Despite all the incredible anime that has come out in the past 10 years, you'll see that Naruto is still the 3rd highest anime subreddit, behind One Piece and Pokemon. One Piece has around 1.1 million weekly active users, and the One Piece card game has 193,000 weekly active users. If the Naruto card game community follows a similar adoption rate, then we expect to see around 138,000 weekly active users, which is more than the current Riftbound subreddit. Obviously, this is just an estimate, but it shows the sheer size of the Naruto fan base and how much potential there is for a dedicated TCG community. How does it fail? Is the game going to be fun? Of Bandai's games, is it going to be a leader-based game like One Piece or Dragon Ball, or is it going to be like their other games, Gundam, Union Arena, and Digimon? Personally, I hope they go for the leader system. Also, when Jeff Jones is talking about Naruto, he said it's going to have a more chain link system. I think the 2 prime examples of chain link are Yu-Gi-Oh! And Flesh and Blood. However, given Bandai's track record, I don't think they will go completely the Flesh and Blood route, because that would be a lot of abilities versus they probably want to create collectible card arts with characters. So I feel like they're going to focus very heavily on Naruto's characters because they have so many great characters. But we'll get a lot more clarity when the tutorial for the game comes out at Gen Con. TCG fatigue or scalp to oblivion. So I do see for some games like Riftbound, because there were so many people buying product, it was very difficult for people to play the game. Riot Games even allowed for Chinese cards to be played, I think, to address the production issue that they had. I think that Bandai is going to print a lot of this game. They probably believe that it'll be successful, but it still might not beat all the people buying the card game. Similarly, this game isn't coming out until 2027, so it's possible that by that time, the TCG market has died down a bit. However, in my opinion, I believe the TCG market is still going to be strong into 2027. I think people are definitely going to buy a lot of Naruto, but hopefully Bandai, with their experience with how popular One Piece is, they are able to print enough or give enough to LGS to promote their game. I don't think they want their game to die without players, so I do think that they're going to do their best to get cards in the hands of players. No ongoing anime. People are kind of clowning on Boruto, or they think Boruto is not actually the successor to Naruto. And the Naruto popularity has definitely died down since its peak. One Piece has been on the rise. One Piece hasn't ended. We still don't know what the One Piece is. And they've had the live action as well as the Wit Studio remake. So people are very hype about One Piece, as they should be. However, I do think, as mentioned previously, Naruto fanbase is still strong. With One Piece's success with the remake, honestly, I see that there's potential that there's going to be a Naruto remake or Naruto movies. This is complete speculation, but consider that multiple IPs have refreshed their image. Think Harry Potter or Zelda, Ocarina of Time remake, Final Fantasy, etc. We should see where Naruto's going. Maybe they decide to do a remake. Maybe Boruto gets better. I think that there's still plenty of love for Naruto, and people would absolutely love a remade Naruto or a Naruto live action. In fact, I would be surprised if Netflix hasn't reached out to Naruto to try to produce a live action Naruto. In conclusion, I don't think Naruto is going to overtake One Piece TCG. One Piece TCG has done a fantastic job over the past few years. However, I think people are underestimating Naruto. I think people think Naruto might be the size of Digimon or Dragon Ball, but it's going to be, in my opinion, a bigger property. In fact, I think it could be the 5th largest TCG. Ultimately, I hope the friendly rivalry between Kishimoto and Oda helps drive Kishimoto to decide to create really fantastic, unique looking art for the Naruto card game. But let me know if you think I'm just coping. If you think I'm completely wrong, let me know in the comments.